live again. Going back with some Fate. So yeah, let's just get into it. Wait, I forgot. Let me get my guide up. What did we do last time? I don't know what day we were on. Oh, we're on the 12th day. Oh yeah, we just had our... Wait. Yeah, we just saved Ren from Archer being a weirdo. Oh yeah. And we admitted we liked her, so that was cute. Okay. Well, now we're drinking tea after dinner.
つまり投影には投影なりの限度ってものがあるわけ。一見イメージを形にするっていう何でもありに見えるけど、投影にはいろいろと独自のルールがある。その制約の中で一番わかりやすいのは投影物の損傷、存在における強度ってやつよ。
Wait one sec. I'm trying to grab something. Rin puts up a finger as she drinks her tea.
存在における強度。何？幻想なるものの存在に耐えられない軽さってやつ？
I sip the tea and tilt my head in wonder.
何も知らないようでいてつまんない言葉知ってるのね、あなた。けどまあ、当たらずとも遠からずかな。
Saying hi before I go to sleep. Hi, Tharcules. I hope you have a good sleep.
投影は自己のイメージからそれに沿った本物を完璧に複製する。
Thank you. I
これに例外はないわ。自分の中で完璧でなければ投影はできない。新作の影である以上、一部の隙も許されないのが投影魔術よ。だから基本的に投影によって生み出されたものは自己のイメージ通りの強度を持つわ。加えて投影する術者のイメージ、知識が本物に近ければ近いほど現実においても完璧になるわけ。
ちょっと待った。俺アーチャーの剣を投影しただろ。けどそれはクズキに壊された。いくらクズキの拳にキャスターの強化がかかってるからって宝具を壊せるほどじゃない。ってことは俺が投影したアーチャーの干渉と爆矢はオリジナルに数段劣るってことじゃないのか。
はい、いいところに気がつきました、エミヤ君。それが投影の限界、存在における強度ってやつよ。いい？投影はあくまで投影、想像じゃない。投影を作り上げるのは術者のイメージだけだから、イメージそのものにほころびが生じた時、本物と同じ性能であろうと無産するの。
イメージにほころびが生じる？それも変じゃないか。イメージが間違っていたらそもそも投影はできないんだろ？
ええ、だからほころびが生じるのは投影した後になるわ。そうね、例えばシローが絶対に折れない名剣を投影したとするでしょ。
I nod. She nods in satisfaction.
けど絶対に折れない剣なんてものはない。その剣の表現方法、伝承、売り文句などに絶対に折れないというパーソナリティがあるだけで。
それ折れた時点で俺のイメージが間違っていたってことにならないか？
ならない。投影が成功した時点で形の上での間違いはないんだし、そもそも折れない剣なんて名前みたいなものでしょ。けどシロ、あなたがイメージしたものは絶対に折れない剣よね。それは剣が折れたからじゃないわ。あなたがイメージしたものは折れない剣。それが折れてしまった時点でシロの中の折れない剣と今折れてしまった剣は別物になる。あなたと現実、その計りが崩れてしまうから。
So if I sum it
よし。
up,
つまり 俺は折れない剣を想像して投影した。その時点で俺自身がその剣をなんだよ実際は折れちまうじゃないかこの剣と否定してしまって、そのイメージの齟齬によって。
冴えてるじゃない。ええ、つまりはそういうこと。あなたはアーチャーの剣を投影した。あなたの中であれがどんな位置づけだったかは知らないけど、シロ自身はクズキの攻撃で壊れるような剣をイメージしてはいなかったけど、実際に剣は破壊されてしまった。その時点であなたはその剣をこんなのはアーチャーの剣じゃないと。で、作り上げられた投影は術者の否定によって存在強度を失い。
I see. Even projected weapons can break. But it's not the enemy but you who make them disappear from the world. When the difference between the reality and the image becomes too large to be reconciled, the projected weapon disappears. It's because the one who projected the weapon stops believing in the image.
わかった？だから投影魔術はまず設計図から入るの。あとは材質と性質、歴史なんかも考慮すべきね。
それならなぜそれを作る気になったのかってのが最初じゃないか。材料と技法だけじゃダメだ。今日の夕飯だってまず遠坂が和風が食べたいって言ったから始まっただろ。なら創作する上での発端から始めないと。
Oh, she's stunned. She stares at me. I drink tea and tilt my head and wonder.
なんでこんな話になったんだっけ。
そういえばそうよね。私たち確か今後の作戦を話し合ってたような。
Oh yeah, you were talking about what our course of action should be.
シロ、本格的に投影魔術をやってみない？
When Rin derailed the conversation.
思い出した。不確定な要素に希望を持っちゃうぐらい行き詰まってたんだっけ。
まあそうだな。第一俺の投影なんて剣を作れる程度だ。それも今まで役に立ったことなんてないんだから。
Oh, she's looking at me with those eyes again. I wonder why. She always makes that face when we talk about projection magic.
まあいいわ。もう一度状況を確認しましょう。目下のところ敵はキャスター。あいつだけなら大したことはないけど、白兵戦に長けたマスターと
Can we
あっ
team
ち
up
側に
with
ついたアーチャーに
Ilya?
守られている限り手は出せないわ。
We have not seen a lot of Ilya in this route. Which
加え
makes
て
sense
セイバーが
because...
操られるのも時
Sorry,
間
one
の
sec.
問題。状況は刻一刻と悪くなっていくわけだけど。
It makes sense that Ilya's in this route a lot because it's a Rin route, and in the first route with Saber, Rin wasn't really too keen on having Ilya there. I mean, she eventually accepted her and was nice to her, but she was very resistant. So it makes sense that we're not like with Ilya all the time in Rin's route.
けどアーチャーはともかくそれが正気といえば正気だろう。セイバーが完全にキャスターの軍門に下ったら。
Can't let that happen. She told me to run. She told me as she cried. For Saber's sake, I can't let Caster do as she wishes.
そういうことね。それじゃあ意見のある人は挙手。シロ、なんかいいアイデアある？
Maybe we'll team up with fucking Gilgamesh. An idea that will break the current deadlock. There's a way to oppose Caster. It is... I don't think there's... I think this is any choice. Wait. Yeah. This is my choice. I mean, this is the one that makes the most sense to me. There are opponents we can take on by ourselves. There are 3 enemies. They'll need at least 1 more on our side. And there are limited cost abilities. People who are magi and have reason to fight against Caster. Be other
遠坂
masters.
怒らないで聞いてくれ。その他のマスターとは協力できないかな。
Don't get mad.
いいわ。その心は？口にするからには何か算段があるんでしょ？
いや、そういうわけじゃないんだが、今のキャスターの状態は他のマスターにとっても無視できないだろう。なら今回だけってことで手を組めるかもしれないと思って。
ええ、実は私も同じことを考えてた。てっきりシロを反対すると思ってたから黙ってたんだけどね。
I know I streamed pretty late. She says so unenthusiastically. She must not like the idea, but she must know that it's the only option we have.
となると残るマスターは2人。ランサーのマスターとバーサーカーのマスターね。
No, Lancer's master was Kotomine, and he is dead.
ランサーのマスターは不明のままだから交渉のしようもないけど、
True that.
バーサーカーのマスターであるイリアスフィールなら可能性があるかもしれ
Time!
ない。
Let's fucking go! Berserk's master, or Berserker's master. My queen, the white girl. The white girl! White woman spotted on the border stuff's changed? Yeah, I updated my gifts and stuff. The white woman and the statue-like giant I met on the night when it all began. She sounded dangerous, but I don't think she's cruel.
そうだな。あの子なら話し合いに応じてくれそうだ。見返りに無茶な条件も出してきそうにないし。
バカ、シローにとっちゃあいつが一番ヤバいのよ。あいつ初めっからシローしか見てなかったもの。私はともかくあんたはどんな目に遭わされるか分かったもんじゃないわよ。
I don't think she's gonna hurt us, but I don't know, it's a new
な
round.
んだよそれ。俺はあの子と一度しか会ってないんだ。
そんなことになったら交渉なんて破棄に決まってるじゃない。
Are you jealous when White Woman Wednesday was yesterday? That's crazy. Hi Ivan, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Then Rin averts her gaze and gulps down her tea.
けど今はイリアスフィールにかけるしかないわね。キャスターの正体がアーチャーの言う通りなら間違いなくバーサーカーは天敵だし。
Is it Thai Woman Thursday? Yes, of course. What other tea countries are there? Or ethnicities, I guess? Although white isn't an ethnicity. Is it? I don't even know. I guess it is, right? It's just not as... I guess it is. Tea. I'm trying to think of other tea countries. Tea places. I mean, Thailand's one that you said. What are the other ones? Turkey? Turkish Woman Thursday. But that one doesn't slide as well as Thai Woman Thursday. Thai Woman Thursday. I said Turkey first, Golden. Wait. Tajikistan? Turkmenistan? I've never heard of either of those places. But I also am like awful at geography. Like, I'm an idiot when it comes to geography.
何しろ生前の知り合いだもの。キャスターの手口なんて知り尽くしてるでしょ。バーサーカーならキャスターとアーチャーが同時に攻めてきても追い返せる。私
そりゃ理想論だけど。登坂、キャスターはバーサーカーと関係があるのか？
I get the point, Golden. It's an optimistic thought.
ええ、アーチャーが言ってたのよ。バーサーカーの正体はヘラクレスだって。
ヘラクレス。
キャスターが本当にあの希代の魔女ならアルゴー戦つながりでバーサーカーとは面識があるかもしれない。
Argo expedition? What is the Argo expedition?
私が綺麗に苦手意識を持つのと同じ。世の中にはね、どうしたって苦手なやつっているもんなのよ。
Okay, but I'm sure everyone would just like that priest.
じゃあ決まりだな。けどどうやってあの子を見つけようか。あれ以来出てこないけど、なのに見つからないってことはこの町には。
でしょうね。イリアスフィールはずっと遠くから聖杯戦争を眺めて楽しんでるんでしょ。
ずっと遠く？キャスターみたいに流動。
さあ、けどどこにいるかは見当がつく。
The Argonauts? I don't know.
昔父さんから聞いたことがあるのよ。アインツベルンは郊外の森に別荘を持ってるって。
We come in peace, Ilya. Don't hurt us. She says so with a tense voice. A villa inside the forest. Rin's expression tells me how dangerous it is. Well, we're gonna go get our little sister, Miss Ilya. I go back to my room and lie down. Drowsiness fills my body as soon as I do. Ren, come sleep with us. Come here, baby girl. I stare at the dark ceiling. We're going to Ilia's hideout tomorrow. Iliasville? Iliasville? No matter what kind of negotiations take place, it's obvious that we'll need energy. Ren said we wouldn't get good results with tired bodies, so we decided to head out after we sleep.
夜明けまであと5時間。そうなったら、あの子と話し合いをしなくちゃならない。
The young master that appeared on the night I became a master. If Saber is a servant, excellent in all aspects, Berserker is a servant specialized in battle. There's no servant that can match Berserker in simple combat.
そんな相手と。
Hey, Ilia's not a monster. Saying it makes me believe it's impossible, because you're a little piss baby. But strangely, I don't feel any uneasiness. I think Ilia will understand us if we talk to her. Just like Rin, she will classify enemy and ally as a magus. But I think she's a proper girl with all that aside.
まったく。まだ話したこともないくせに。
I bet he would scorn me, saying it's a convenient fantasy. But what's wrong with believing? Is it wrong to have hope for someone you haven't met yet? I realize I'm gritting my teeth. The man who told me to drown in my ideals and died betrayed Ren in front of me. A guy with that much trust and power switched his allegiance so easily. My mind darkens. No, it's freezing. My head cools down thinking about what he did. I'm angry. I can't forgive him for betraying Ren. Can't forgive the fact that he cast away his partner. I will swear here, even if that may have been the very best action, and even if it turns out that he was the right choice to survive, I will never do something like that. His actions have been getting on my nerves. He told me not to talk about ideals. I opposed him when he told me I can't save everybody. It was a crew led by Jason, and the crew was stacked. It had Medea, Heracles, Atalanta, Asiphius, Canis, Peleus, Thesis, the Gemini twins, Castor, and Pollux. Oh. Looks like some Greek myth stuff. That's cool. I didn't know Hercules was in that. I don't really know much about Hercules except for, like, the very basic tale of his existence. Hi, Anya! I have not looked into that chatbot yet. It's been a very busy day for me. But hi, Anya! How are you? I will fix it eventually. I will do that one day. Surely. But I agree with his words somewhere inside of me. His words are correct. The superhero my father talked about is just a fantasy. And I accepted the fact that I would have to become like him to get as close to the ideal as possible. Not wanting to do so, I openly denied the idea, even though I accepted it in my mind. But this isn't on such a level. I can't approve of him. I can't approve of his action, no matter what the circumstances may be. I won't be able to keep standing if I approve of him.
だから、お前には負けられない。
My words do not disperse into the darkness, but stay in the room. A few hours till dawn. Until dawn? Isn't that a game? Right? It's like a horror game, right? I think I remember that. It was a cool horror game. I liked it. I didn't play it, but I watched people play it, and it seemed really cool. Keep repeating those words, even in my sleep. Shiro's just fucking sleep talking. Oh, 13th day, baby. Versus Berserker. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. I want to play until dawn? Yeah, it seems like a cool game. She is alone with her thoughts in the darkness. It's been a day since she attacked the church and killed the priest. It has been a day since she declared that she can find it, no matter where it be hidden, if it exists. Oh my god, the exists in quotes reminds me of Umineko so bad. Without love, the Holy Grail cannot be seen. Hi Mochi, how are you? It may not be the case for other servants, but there's no way someone versed in magic like her would not be able to find a relic as holy as the Holy Grail. Okay, now I could be misremembering, but from what I remember from the last game we played for Fate, isn't it because the Holy Grail doesn't manifest until all the servants are defeated and it's like inside of Ilya or something? Right? It's like something like that? So that's why it's like it literally can't be found right now. Then there's only one answer. The Holy Grail was never hidden in this church to begin with. I'm doing good. I'm sorry I haven't been able to show up to other streams. Been trying to fix my sleep. Good to see you though. Oh, you have nothing to apologize for, Mochi. I mean, I took a little bit of a break from streaming. Not on purpose, just because I had computer problems, I was sick, I had jury duty, I had a lot going on. So I've been streaming for like, I'm doing a week straight stream little thing, challenge thing. But regardless, even if you did catch my streams, they're always after work, so it's always like at the crack of dawn, so I don't expect anyone to show up. If anyone does, I'm happily surprised, okay? She sighs and puts her She sighs and puts her fingers on her temple. And by temple, it means her penis. She is literally jorking it. When she closes her eyes, heavy darkness assails her body. No, it's just a scream. It's not coming from outside. The scream comes from her body and mind, telling her that her fatigue is at the limit. It's been a month since she was summoned. Since then, she has done her best to win. Her master is an ordinary person without a magic circuit, and she is the weakest of the servants. To make up for that, she abused forbidden magic. Collection from the people, the magical string she placed throughout the town, and the control of the ley line using sacrifices. These are all reasons why she was called a witch during her life. But she's never used them before. She should have never used them, and she didn't intend to do the forbidden. So, why'd she end up using them for a meaningless conflict like this? She became a heroic spirit to take revenge, but she also knows it's meaningless to use the skills that labeled her a witch. She only uses trivial magic. She only created disasters that cause people to destroy themselves with their own greed. That was all the revenge she could manage, so it caused her to stray from her past so much.
すべては聖杯のため。あらゆる望みを叶える聖杯なのだから、気が違うのは当然です。
Work's still been going okay for you, and yeah, I saw the hectic stuff you've been through on Discord. Like they nearly forced you to spend a crazy amount just to go to jury duty is wild. Yeah, it's pretty insane. I don't know where the government gets off on telling innocent Americans to take a whole month off of work for free just because they want to make sure everyone has like I get that the random selection for the jury can be a good thing, but like they should also allow volunteers, because like people who actually have the time to do it can help, and it's like, I don't know, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, work's been going fine. Just although for work, tomorrow, Friday, is Mexican Mother's Day, Sunday is Mother's Day, and Mother's Day is the busiest day of the year at my work. So I work Friday and Sunday, and then right after that it's all the graduation for the colleges around me, and I live right next to a college, so it's gonna be fucking crazy. But I'm pretty sure we get paid time and a half or something, because, like, ain't no way. That's a lie. She knows the true identity of the Holy Grail. She already knows what that thing is, and why servants like her are summoned. It's true that most wishes can be granted using it. Using the Holy Grail that appears in this town. Appears in this town makes it seem like there's more than one Holy Grail on the earth. Or in the universe. Oh Lord, my heart's out for you. It'll be pretty busy for me too at Walmart. Oh, I can imagine. I totally forgot that's where you work. I knew you worked at like a department store, but yeah, it's gonna be packed with everyone trying to get a last minute Mother's Day gift. Speaking of Mother's Day, I get so pissed that I get all these stupid fucking emails from all these greedy ass corporations being like, oh, spend something for, come get your mother a little something at our place. It's like, dude, my mom's fucking dead, stop emailing me. Like, I hate that shit. Same thing with Father's Day. It's like, bitch, what do you want me to do? Like, buy my dead mother nail polish? Buy my dead dad a razor? The fuck? Stop emailing me. Oh, grinds my gears. It grinds my gears. Anyways. My heart's out. Oh, I already read that. My bad, my bad. It will allow her to stay in this world with physical form, and it'll allow her to start her second life as a human. But spam emails are from the worst kind of people, I swear to God. I know. I hate those, like...
そんなことに何の意味があるというの?
I hate those companies where it's like... somehow you get on their email list, and it doesn't matter if you block their email, if you report it as spam, you say unsubscribe, they'll just keep emailing you. Hi Clicks, how are you? Saying so, she closes her eyes. She empties her mind. For now, she lets her guard down and rests her mind. She hears the sound of rain. It was a night without moonlight. The surroundings were pitch black, and she wandered with an empty mind. I'm well, how are you doing? I'm doing good, thank you very much. That's where she met him, with bloodstained body and frozen limbs. A chance meeting that was more miraculous than any miracle. Who's she talking about? It was the mountain where the Ryudo temple is located. Falling rain. She was stumbling aimlessly through the dense forest. Sorry. I hiccuped. On some good news though, I got back on track for losing weight, and since I started 2 months ago, I've lost 45 pounds. Oh my god! What do you mean not a whole lot? That's an insane amount of weight, Mochi. I mean, congrats. I hope you're doing it healthily. But that's crazy. I don't know what you mean it's not a whole lot. 45 pounds in 2 months is an insane amount. That's like crazy. She left behind a trail of blood, me on my period. Sorry. Every time I see blood, I think of period jokes. But it's okay for me to say them because I get a period. If you don't get a period, you can't make them. Yeah, just a calorie deficit. I don't know, it's a lot, but I need to lose more and I don't want to give myself too much credit. There's nothing wrong with giving yourself credit, I think. I don't want you to get in like a vicious cycle of just... Because like... I understand where you're coming from, Mochi, where you're like, well, I'm not at my goal yet, so I don't want to like celebrate too early, but if you keep that mindset, you're gonna get to your goal weight and still think it's not enough, and then keep getting worse, and that's how like eating disorders can develop. So I just say that out of care, that, you know, 45 pounds is a really big accomplishment. I think it's fine to celebrate it. Obviously you can do whatever you feel is right, but like, I don't know, just be careful. Her purple robe was wet with I hate when they put R's and W's near each other because I misspeak all the time. Okay, I'm not was wet with rain, and her limbs had turned white from the winter cold. Oh my god, another white woman spotted. I appreciate it, so I know you're a real one, always supportive no matter what. Oh yeah, of course. She staggered around, holding onto the trees for support. She walked on, dirtied with mud, her breath ragged, reaching out her hand as if begging for help. She didn't look like her usual self, filled with cool composure. No, even the amount of magical energy was unlike her. She was exhausted. She only had a handful of power left. For a servant, magical energy is like a lifeline that allows them to stay in this world. But that was all lost. No magical energy was coming from her master. But that was only natural. She had just killed her own master. That was the cause of her exhaustion. I wonder who her original master was. She, the servant Castor, was about to disappear alone as a compensation for obtaining freedom. And you kill your master just to die? I mean, I know she doesn't die in the story, but like, imagine. I mean, I guess if you really hate the person, that could be worth, but I don't think that's, I don't know why she did it. A dry laugh. It's funny that her body was not able to maintain itself, and that she betrayed her vulgar master. Oh, if he was an asshole, I get it. Moreover, it's quite amusing to see how badly she had underestimated the relationship between servant and master. Surprised to see you're still on Fate? Well, this is the second Fate game. So I already finished the first Fate game. Or the first route, I guess. So... Yeah, so I finished the first... We're actually pretty far into the second one, too. And then I think there's... Let me look. So right now we're doing the true route of Unlimited Blade Works, which is the second one. The Fate route is the first one, which is like saber stuff. And then it says that there's a good route for Unlimited Blade Works, but I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Like, I don't know what the good route is. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but then after that there's one more route. It's Heaven's Feel. And that one looks really fucking complicated because there's a bunch of different points you gotta get. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. We're on Rinja right now. Yeah, Ultimate Blade Works has a good and true ending. Do you think it's... I'm on the true ending right now. Do you think the good ending is worth it, Ivan? Like, to play? She had done well. Her master was a legitimate magus. He was in his 30s, had a medium build, and had a few noteworthy characteristics. He had no will to fight, but dreamed of victory. He was a man that only waited for the other masters to kill each other. The man had not trusted Castor. He treated her coldly as she was a superior magus. Aw, Mochi! I said certified freak 7 days a week? That's crazy. What a wild song. Thank you, Mochi. That's so sweet of you. Now you get the bunny badge. You can just watch the OVA Sunny Day where they adapt the good ending. Oh! Okay, I will do that. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate that. OVA Sunny Day. Okay, let me write that down really quick so I don't forget. It doesn't get lost. OVA Sunny Day for good route for Fate. Okay. Okay, thank you, Ivan. I always appreciate it. He treated her coldly as she was a superior magus, and he insulted her for being inferior to other servants. She gave up on him after a few days. She acted as an obedient servant and felt the man's conceit. In short, she made him use his command spells for meaningless things. She told him he didn't need the command spells. She made him believe that she would be faithful to her master even without the command spell. Oh, Z-Dark Rampage, thanks for following. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. It was his fault for believing her. The master used his third command spell for a meaningless thing and was killed by Castor at that moment. Oh. It was easy. She did not like the fact that the contract with him still existed, so she killed him using the rule breaker. That's like the knife she has, right? The fancy magic knife. But she had made a mistake. Servants exist using the supply of magical energy provided by their masters. But not just magical energy. Servants are only allowed to exist in this age by being connected with people of this age. In other words, to lose one's master, the passport to this age, means being forced to return to the outside world. But she would not normally be this exhausted. This was the curse her master had left her. Her master did not approve of her, as she was a better magus than him. Therefore, he limited her magical energy to always be below his level. That is insane insecurity. Imagine trying to win a... God damn it. Win a war by limiting your partner because you're insecure. That's crazy. I bought Stellar Blade after work today. Probably gonna play that on my next day off because I heard it's good. Is that the game everyone was mad about because they made it less sexual? I just think that's funny. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I could be totally wrong about that. I'm pretty sure it's the, is it? Okay, let me ask a question. Is the creator, people who worked on Stellar Blade, the same people who worked on the 2B game? What is it? Something Automatica? Because the dude who made 2B in that game is a certified gooner. Like, he gooned the shit out of 2B and shit. He loved that shit. So I don't know what they were expecting from his next game. Like, yeah, no shit. A gooner's gonna goon. They're gonna throw in a bunch of sexual shit. Just don't play it if you don't like it. It's like getting mad that Honey Pop has sex in it. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to me. Different devs? Alright, disregard everything I just said then. I don't know shit. I don't know. Either way, I don't know. I think it's really funny that people are getting so mad it got less sexual, though. It's like, bro, just watch porn. The magic energy level of a mere human cannot keep a servant in this world. She'd normally be able to stay in the world for 2 days after losing her master. But now is different. Her magic energy was drastically decreasing with every second, and the end was near. Probably a few more minutes till I bust. I'm sorry. She would disappear if she could not find her next master in that time. Now the people that made Stellar Blade are the ones that made Nikki, though? Oh, well then, yeah! Nikki's like the most booba sex game ever. Like, yeah, they're gonna make another booba game. That's what, okay, like, I knew it was something like that. I play Kingdom Hearts. For me, nothing matters besides fun gameplay. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I would not play a game purely for the booba. If I play a game because I like it and it happens to have booba, that's fine. I just ignore it sometimes. I mean, sometimes it could be funny, but that's my take on it. I mean, play whatever you want to play. You know, it's your life. She'd disappear before she could even fight, unable to do anything. She'd be a pitiful servant, summoned only to be trampled upon. It's vexing. It was vexing. But it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It had always been like this for her. She was treated unreasonably like this all the time. She was always used as a tool. She was never understood by anyone. Until she met the dude at the temple, I guess. I'm hoping it's fun. Told to be playing games purely for lust. Yes, her life was always controlled by someone else. Oh, that's what it means to be a woman in older times. You don't have a life. Her mind was destroyed at a young age to save a hero chosen by the gods. Are they talking about Hercules? Oh, I wish I knew more about Greek mythology. Hi, Big Doge, how are you? Ignore that I play Nikki, that's different. Okay, buddy. Just for the sake of the hero, the goddess of beauty, I know that's Aphrodite. Okay, just for the sake of a hero, the goddess of beauty happened to favor. The goddess cursed her to blindly love a man she never had seen. Oh, Midkay, I'm doing fine. I'm doing good too, thanks Doge, Midkay. Yeah, meow. Yeah, Aphrodite has I mean, I'm not trying to speak against her. I don't know what gods are real or not. I'm not trying to piss off anyone. She's just done some interesting things in her past. Meow, are you doing? I like that. I'm doing good. Thank you. Listen, I only spent a little bit of money on Nikki. Trust. I wasn't even thinking about it. I forgot you could spend money in that game because it's a gacha. Oh boy. I mean, guys, I'm not here to judge anyone unless you're the main character of this story, because I always judge those people. You know. I think the most... I'm trying to think what game. The most money I spent on a game is probably just League when I used to play in high school. But I grew out of that phase, guys. I'm stronger now. I'm reformed. Holy shit, is that Mayuri? Yes, it is! Mayushi. Now Fairy is built different? It's true. It's true. The girl betrayed her father, and she was even forced to betray her own country. I mean, who cares about a country? I'm kidding. Plenty of people do. There was no memory after that. Wait, okay. So, her mind got destroyed because of this hero, who I think might be Hercules. You're welcome. I love Fate. I'm currently playing Fate Samurai Remnant on PS5. Oh, cool. That's so cool. Yeah, this is we're playing Ultimate Blade Works right now. So this is the second route of the game. We've already played the Saber route. But this is my first introduction to Fate. I haven't seen any of the... Well, okay. I've seen, like, the Prisma Ilia anime back in high school, but I barely remember everything, and I don't even think that has anything to do with Fate, because, like, that's not even the Ilia in this game, so I don't know what's going on with that, but other than that, I haven't seen any other Fate, so this is really my first introduction to it, but I love Fate a lot, too. Saber's my wife. I love Rin. I love Ilia. Prisma Ilia is weird. Yeah, it definitely is. Especially knowing what I know about Fate now, it doesn't make any sense to me. Granted, this is also based on my memory of it from high school. Saber's my fave also. Good taste! That's some good taste. It's good because it has Chloe, though. That's very on brand for you, Big Josh. That's exactly what I've been studying. Oh, why I've been studying? The story? Chloe's literally a succubus? Yeah, I know. I remember. Okay, hold on. I need to figure out what's going on. So Aphrodite likes this one hero dude, who I think might be Hercules, I'm not sure exactly. So Aphrodite's like, I like this hero dude, so I'm going to curse Castor to blindly love a man she'd never seen, and that made Castor betray her father and her country, and then she loses her memory. I'm a succubus, but only on Tuesdays. I'm not a succubus. I'm a pure, clean, innocent little lady. I've never done anything wrong in my life. I am purity culture, reincarnated. I've never committed a crime. I've never said something mean to someone. It must be opposite day. Okay, let's relax. Let's relax. I don't know what you guys are talking about. After everything was over, the girl who was a princess... Oh, Castor used to be a princess? Oh. Was in an unfamiliar country. A girl that betrayed her father, the king, for a man. All because Aphrodite fucked her over. That honestly sucks. A witch that cut apart her own brother and threw the pieces into the sea to escape her native country. Oh right, I do remember Archer talking about Castor betraying her brother. But from what it sounds like, it doesn't seem like Castor wanted to do that. She was just under Aphrodite's, like, influence. So that makes what Archer said even meaner, right? He's literally, like, throwing it back in her face. Media looked like a magical girl when she was younger. Aww. Man, I'm starting to really feel bad for Castor. And the man who wanted it done cast her aside in order to become king, saying he couldn't marry a witch. Oh my god. This is a tale that's been told too many times. Not specifically the witch and king part, but one where, you know, a man wants someone to do all this stuff for him, and then they finally do it, and then they're like, oh, I don't need you anymore. That shit hurts. Poor Castor. I hope the remake will have a Castor route in Ilya. Oh, there's a remake of Fate coming? I thought this was the remake I'm playing. I don't know. But yeah, I would love that too. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'd love that too. I'd definitely be interested in Ilya and Castor route. This is the remake? Yeah, okay. The D-make. I don't know if that's a joke, but I don't know what D-make means. She was controlled and taken to an unknown country, was marked as a witch, and the only person she could rely on threw her away. Oh, this poor girl. That's her origin. Well, no wonder she's so fucked up. I could understand. There's nothing people can blame her for, and people around her were aware of that. But still, people continued to demand for her to be a witch. Oh. D-make is a worse remake? We're getting a remaster, not a remake? Oh, okay. So a remaster probably wouldn't, Real to Nua replace the sex scenes with worse scenes? I mean, I remember I was talking to my friend Sylvia, and she said that the old sex scenes were, like, so bad it was hilarious. So I am a little sad I can't see how bad it is, but for the sake of the stream, I'm okay with no sex scenes. They aren't that bad? I don't know, that's what I heard they were. I don't know though, I've never seen them really. Anyway, so Ivan, for a remaster of a game, they wouldn't give it new routes, right? It would just be like a new, I don't know. I don't really know how that stuff works. An evil to protect the king, an evil to be on the receiving end of evil superstitions. People wanted a convenient scapegoat that they could blame for any disaster. This pattern has never changed. People demand easily understandable evil to reassure themselves of their own goodness. Well, that's very true. This is a very true statement. In that regard, she was the perfect sacrifice. Aww. The father she could rely on was in a distant country. Nobody defended her. People gladly blamed her for all the ugly things in the world. They decided that every ugliness was the witch's doing. That they are poor, that they hate others, that humans are ugly, and even that people die. They usually don't. So she merely accepted it. Since she could only live as a witch, she decided to live like a witch. She swore to show them ugliness of the wishes they demanded of her. I mean, I can understand her character arc, why she would lead to that. If people don't know their ugliness, so be it. They can stay ignorant, go to hell for their own crimes, and suffer forever. Period, girl. They won't be able to get out of hell. They will suffer forever as criminals, because they don't know what crimes they have committed. That's the reason for existence she imposed on herself. It's the only role people gave to the girl, to the one called the witch, who never had a free will. Oh, this poor thing. But nobody actually wished for such a thing. Same goes for her as well. She seeks revenge against her will, without having any wish for herself. Yeah. until she met up with the stranger. A rustling sound. She peered ahead, even though she was barely able to stand. It's midnight. Who could possibly come into the forest at this time?
そこで何をしている？
It was a heavy voice. She didn't have the composure to check who it was. She just thought it was all over. She had no power to use magic. Her purple robe might have looked like a coat, but she was covered in blood. A woman covered in blood was hiding in the rain. It's obvious what such a person did. Anyone would run away in first. What would they do after that? They'd either call the police or pretend they hadn't seen it. It didn't matter to her. She could no longer move. Caused the loss of her spirit to give out. Her last moment was cold and lonely, just as it was the end of her true lifetime. Or so she thought. When she regained consciousness, she was in that place. Then appears that man, the man who she met in the woods.
起きたか？事情は話せるか？
Those were his first words. When she watched the man with blank amazement,
迷惑だったのなら帰るがいい。忘れろと言うなら忘れよ。
tone of his voice never changed. That was her first encounter with her master, Kazuki Soichiro. Kazuki was a strange man. Should he be called a ghost? He had no reason to live, but had no reason to die. He was just there, and since he existed, he followed whatever whim he took him. He has no self. That was her first impression of him. She thought it'd be easy to turn him into a puppet. She grew to realize that that thought was a mistake. Kazuki does not have a past. He has no self because he has no past. But it does not mean he's empty. What do you mean he doesn't have a past? What do you mean he don't have a past? What does that mean? He was a sincere man. He easily accepted her when she told him that she wanted him to be her master, when she told him about her true identity. Amnesia? Oh, he doesn't remember his past?
このような話を信じるのですか？
今のは嘘なのか？
He accepted it after she told him it was the truth. How original. And the most amazing part was the night they met. As she was about to disappear, she told him to lay with her. After making a difficult expression, let me ask, do you want it rough or gentle? Oh my god. I cannot. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? After that, he made love to her without waiting for a reply. Oh my god. Why wouldn't you wait? To put it his way, they had sex before the Buddha. It seemed rough like Asura, but also seemed gentle like Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva. I know this is like a Buddhism term. Or a person in Buddhism, I don't know. I'm not very familiar with it. Either way, the contract was completed. Oh, you have to have sex with someone to become their master? That's the most anime thing I've ever read. Can they describe it more? What do you mean, no? She obtained a new master and was able to stay in this world and return to her role of being a witch. Mana is stored in the balls. She still considers it to be a miracle. She would have disappeared before she woke up if she wasn't taken here. If you're playing the original game, it would explain why. Mana is actually stored in the balls. Okay, guys. I mean, maybe it'll explain it later. I don't know. I don't see why it wouldn't explain it in this game, but I don't know. The Ryudo? I mean, I get it. Maybe it's like the ultimate connection, I guess. I don't know. It's my guess. The temple is a demonic place for servants, but a perfect summoning place once inside. As the temple is surrounded by a boundary field, it's suited for keeping anything inhuman. She was able to remain without disappearing. She was brought to the temple. Had it been anyplace else, she would have vanished after being taken there. It won't. Ryota knew I changed it because it explained in a sex scene. Oh. Blood juices give mana to servants and caster needed mana. Oh, really? Oh, okay. But then why did it say the contract was completed? Was their contract just give me mana and I won't die or something? Or are they talking about the contract of like master and servant? Like, okay. So it's more, so it's not that having sex makes you a master and servant. It's that having sex gives servants mana, and because she had mana, they were able to form the master-servant relationship. Give me mana and I won't die is the servant contract? Oh, okay. Okay, thanks for explaining, Big Doge. I appreciate it. As a result, she obtained the best ley line and the best protection. She easily occupied the temple, figured out the mechanism of the Holy Grail, and summoned Assassin as the fifth servant. Such things are trivial matters. She was certainly lucky on that night. Many miracles saved her, and she is now on the verge of victory. But they do not deserve thanks. She would have been fine with it, even if those miracles didn't occur. There's only one important fact, a very small matter that is trivial for anyone else. You're welcome, but some of this might be wrong since I haven't played anything Fate in a while. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Well, I mean, it's not like this is like a huge point in the game, you know what I mean? It's just like a little thing. Just a curiosity thing, so that's okay. I still appreciate it. For her, the fact that she was able to meet Kazuki, that feeling no CG here. Oh my god. You horn dogs. We don't need a CG of them fucking each other. For her, the fact that she's able to meet Kazuki is a miracle beyond belief. This is very typical Fate though, or just anime where it's like, yeah, now we're gonna give you a bunch of feelings for the bad person, so now you're gonna feel bad when you have to kill them. We don't? Okay. We do need a CG of Shiro fucking caster. That is an odd pairing, I gotta say. I don't think they really are compatible romantically, but that's my personal opinion. But it's not going well. You know, all casters' problems would be solved if she was a lesbian. I'm just gonna say it. No, she feels that everything she does is not going well. Her master won't be delighted with what she did. He's never had an interest in the Holy Grail. She'd do her best to grant any wish of his, but he has none. A one-sided relationship. They don't get along very well. It's not going well at all.
ミイラ取りがミイラになったか。希代の魔女というのも
You get
案外
lesbians
脆い
in
もの
Fate
だな。
Extra? Oh, hell yeah. She turns to the intruder. It's not her master that's standing there. It's the knight in red archer with his true identity still unknown.
アーチャー、あなたには外の見張りを任せたはずですが。
ああ、それがな、ざっと見たところ、周囲に敵という敵がいない。
それはそうでしょうね。私たちの敵はバーサーカーだけよ。それもセイバーさえ陥落すれば、こちらから撃って出るだけ。
Well,
あなたが私たちに寝返った時点で、もう敵なんていないのよ。
the only enemy we have is Berserker is not true, because Shinji's running around somewhere with Gilgamesh doing who knows what. Like, God knows what those two fuckheads are doing. Like, the craziest bitches in the town. So, this is not the game's trying to make me think, oh, well, Elia and Berserker are the only ones left. Wrong. Fate Extra and Fate Grand Order got the most gay MCs, mostly because the dialogue doesn't change much when you choose a gender. Period.
あなたもそれが分かっていたからこそ、こちらに着いたのではなくて。
さて、どうかな。 私はあのマスターと契約を切りたかっただけとは思わないか？
There's some truth in his words, but what does it mean? Archer had no intention of betraying, but betrayed his master only because he wanted to break his contract with Ren?
そう小娘のおもりはごめんということ。確かに私たちサーバントは。
いや、召喚者として彼女は完璧だった。それとキャスター、一つ忠告しよう。あらゆるサーバントが君と同じだとは思わないことだ。少なくともセイバーとバーサーカーは主に不満を抱いてはいなかった。正しい英雄というものはね。
何を今さら。ねじ曲がったマスターだからこそねじ曲がった英霊を呼ぶ。
That's right. Servants are determined by their summoners. Summoners with dark shadows in their mind can't summon heroic spirits who are on the light side. In that regard, she and Ryder are not heroic spirits. I love Ryder though. Ryder's the best. I don't remember what Ryder's true identity is. But I still love— oh wait, she was Medusa, right? Something like that? I can't remember. Don't tell me if I don't remember. I don't know. Is it Medusa? I don't remember. Did we learn in the first game what her identity was? My memory sucks. I like her no matter what. I love Ryder though. Also, if she is Medusa, how is Medusa not heroic? Medusa got so fucked in, like, fucked over in Greek mythology. Like, I'm a Medusa defender. If she's not Medusa though, none of that is relevant. A twisted master calls for twisted heroic spirits. As Ryder was one that was beautiful, she was also one that was pure. It's ironic how the servant caster summoned is a fictional hero.
しかし、考えてみれば
They
おか
didn't
しな
reveal
話
it?
だな。
Oh, okay, okay.
君やライダーは
Thank you.
英霊に敵
Well, I
対する
can't
も
wait
の
to
だ。
find it out then.
にもかか
Why
わら
did
ず
I think
サー
Medusa?
バン
I
トと
don't
して選
know.
ばれている。
Maybe I thought Medusa because Medea is close to that. They're both M's, you know, for caster.
まあ、聖杯には善悪の区別はない。力のある人間霊なら誰であろうと組み上げるということか。
いいえ本来そんな英霊としての側面もあるものなんて混ざり物は選ばれない。この戦いがおかしくなったのは3度目からよ。それまでは私やライダーのような英霊は呼ばれなかった。
Is the third war like way back in history, or is the third war the one with Shira's papa where he goes fucking crazy and destroys the Holy Grail and causes the fire, ironically, that Ifragor? No problem, just curious. That doesn't concern her now. She's not concerned about the true identity of the Holy Grail. Caster's mission is to win the war. She's not interested in what comes after. Well, to be honest, it's not the end she wishes for.
無駄話はここまでよアーチャー。持ち場に戻りなさい。あなたが何を考えているかはどうでもいいわ。
I think it was the
あなたは
fourth
すでに
war.
私のサーバント。
I think you're actually right.
その命は私の手の中にある。
That sounds.
それを肝に銘じて口を聞きなさい。
Stop talking. That sounds right to me too, Doge. The fourth war sounds familiar. So I wonder what happened in the third war, because we've only learned about the war before this. Third war was something separate that's never been fully elaborated. Interesting. Well, maybe we'll learn more about it eventually.
では、従順なサーバントらしく、主の期待に応えるとしよう。
The knight in red goes up the stairs. Seeing him off silently, Caster lets out a sigh. One more day until Saber surrenders. She doesn't have the Holy Grail yet, but she'll approach the end once Saber falls. What will happen when the war ends? Caster will make every wish come true with her powers. It's not bad to live as a witch, like she swore before dying. But the reason will go away once the war ends. Even if she still has the will, her master will lose the reason to stay as her master.
あと少しで聖杯はこの手に収まる。
I'm assuming she's gonna wish for her to be with her master forever or something. She gracefully reaches out into empty space. Her hard work is about to be rewarded, but her expression is like that of a criminal about to be executed. Oh, back in the fire. We were just talking about the— wait, status updated. No. No, I didn't mean to hit that. Don't do that, please. What changed? Caster, maybe? Oh, yeah, Medea. An unfortunate princess. Jason, a hero of the famous from the Argo expedition, argued with King Peleus, the usurper of his father's country. He managed to make the king promise to return the country to him if he went far east to Colchis and returned with the Golden Fleece. The princess of Colchis that possessed this golden fleece was Medea. King Archis of Colchis excelled at magic. As his daughter, she also practiced magic, but her personality was far from what you might call a witch. Her fate was confounded after the hero Jason appeared. Oh, so it wasn't Hercules. You have her full docs now. When the goddess Aphrodite, who supported Jason, realized the king of Colchis was unshakable, she controlled his daughter's mind and made her blindly love Jason. As a result, she betrayed her father and her country for a foreigner called Jason, whom she'd never seen before. Aw, thanks for subscribing, Doge. That's so sweet of you. I hope you enjoy the bunny badge. Medea nullified her father's magic and even enchanted fire-breathing oxen, allowed Jason to obtain the Golden Fleece. Of course, the king of Colchis was infuriated and personally led his army to capture Jason. To assist his escape, Medea was once again used by the goddess. She boarded the Argo, which belonged to the man she loved, and sliced her brother into pieces right before the eyes of her father. The king was overcome by grief and ordered the collection of the pieces of his dead son. Seizing the opportunity, the Argo escaped its pursuers, and Jason returned to his land. Returning to his land, he asked for the return of the country as promised, but the king refused and formed a plot to kill him. Jason relied on her magic 3 times to escape the danger, and Medea came up with a plan for him. They invited the king to visit, killed his servant in front of him. After reviving him with their magic, Medea offered to cast the spell of immortality on the king as well. The king was overjoyed and gave his body to Medea. Of course, his dead body was left in pieces and thrown to the sea. Thus Jason became a king, but fellow Argonauts did not approve of his conduct. Most of all, they disapproved of Medea's existence. She had betrayed her country for a man, killed her brother, and now taken the throne by deceit. She was denounced as a witch, chased off the country together with Jason. They typoed it. That's funny. Ads. Oh, I'm sorry. Since I have subscriber, can I request emotes? I don't know if I have any emote slots. Let me check that really quick. Okay. Content. Emotes. Oh. Wait. I have 1 open slot and 5 open animated slots. Delete them all and replace them with Sayaka? I have a Sayaka emote already. But yeah, I do have an open slot for emotes, so yeah, totally feel free to suggest any. Okay. Where they were welcomed by the king, she finally found peaceful rest of the land. This peace, finally obtained after abduction and denouncement, didn't last long. The king of Corinth took a liking to Jason and decided to have his daughter marry him. He also chose the daughter, and Medea was exiled. That's so horrible. Is this Sayaka? Yeah, it is. I'm alive. Welcome back. Her actions after that were indeed those of a witch. She appeared at his wedding and used her magic to burn all who attended, including the king and his daughter. Jace was the only one left alive. Her fate after she left Corinth is unknown. So her life was filled with only betrayal. It said that she became a true wit. Oh, that's very sad. It doesn't look like her, and I thought you hated her. I'm literally her. I've never. You're the one who hates her. You hate Danganronpa. I've always been a Sayaka kin. I think it looks like her. Unless you're thinking of a different Sayaka. And we only got land. Interesting. Okay. Back to the game. I saw many corpses. Died at the time and was reborn. I don't have any regrets. My eyes lost hatred there. My hands lost anger there. Please. Are you talking about Sayaka from Madoka? This makes more sense. Yeah, I hate Sayaka from Madoka. That's why that's Sayaka from Danganronpa. That's why she doesn't look like the one from Madoka. Because I do hate that Sayaka. You're correct. I will never replace any emotes with that bitch. My legs lost hope there. My self lost itself there. Everything went away. It's not because I gave up that I believed nothing would save me. I just found out that it's natural. It's just that dying people will die and survivors will survive. I laid down on the rubble, stared at the burning field. I understood everything then. I thought I understood everything. But I still considered it. How wonderful would it be if I was able to save everything here? That's what I admired. Just wish nobody would have to suffer. So I tried to become a superhero. It was simple, and it seemed like an ideal existence. Sayaka's the only Danganronpa character I like. Period, Big Doge. That's why I aimed for it. I knew where I had to be, but there were many ways to get there. I kept on running, wanting to get as close to it as possible, even though I didn't know what was right or wrong. Oh, they don't mention the dress. She gifted Jason's new wife a poison dress, which is what the dress Saber is wearing is a reference to. Oh, that's so interesting, Ivan. The one that Castor put on Saber, right? That makes so much sense. That's so interesting. Thank you for letting me know that. That's so cool. I wish they did mention that, yeah. Many paths I took were crooked, and my destination was only getting farther away. How does a poison dress work? I don't know, I think you just put poison on it. Like, soak it into the fabric, I guess? I don't know. She wear it, then eat it? Maybe it's the fumes from the poison, or maybe just the poison touching your skin is enough. I know some poisons are like that. I'm taking the long way. Been repeating this for 10 years since I got saved by Kiritsugu. But I won't regret it. I'm not as skillful as Rin. I'll take the wrong path and lose a lot of things at times. But I can't discard them as meaningless. I have to present meanings for everything I've trampled upon and everything that can't be returned. So I can't lose. I can't be helped if I lose against someone else. But I can't win against myself. I can always fight back against my mind that tells me to give up. It's all I swore upon. It's only one thing that I believed in and want to believe in. Myself. That's right. Even if I'm walking down the wrong path, I won't regret believing in it. I wake up from the light shining in. It's before 6 o'clock. The sky I can see through the window is a clouded one. Ooh, Rin, it's a little cloudy out. Want to snuggle beside me by the fire, baby girl? I get ready and leave my room. My body feels well, and there isn't that much pain from my wound. I shouldn't be a burden to Rin, even if we end up fighting.
来たわね。
Rin with gloves! glasses! We've never seen Ren with glasses before. Group snuggling session, show not invited. I am totally there with you. I don't think I can screenshot in this game. I mean, I guess I could take a normal screenshot. What is that? What? I only know Windows Shift S is the cutting tool. How do you just take a normal screenshot again? Is it just Windows? A Windows print screen, right? No. Control print screen? That's not working. I don't know what it is. I can't remember. It's Windows print screen? I hit that. It didn't work though. I don't know. I don't know. Alt print screen? Nope. Control, shift. No, none of these are working. I don't know. Maybe the... Oh, is it FN? No. Alt, control. I don't know. I tried everything. Control W? Nope. Oh well. We can just look up Ren glasses pic later. I'm ready, but Ren has transformed.
何よ、地雷踏んで動けなくなった新兵みたいな顔して。まだ準備できてないの？
いや、そうじゃなくて、父さんがなんか変じゃないか。
Ren glasses on the Google.
は
？They're so cute, Ren.
ああ、これ細かい作業の時にかけるだけだから気にしないで。
Well, I guess it's alright if you say so. What kind of magic is it? It looks so wrong yet so right.
いい？私たちが向かうのは郊外の森。
Or on the Rule 34?
町からはるかに離れた市街。まだ人の手が入っていない。こう長年人間の介入を拒んできただけあって、森は深くて広いわ。年に何人か何の準備もなしに踏み込んで遭難したって話知ってるでしょ
？I nod silently. Our destination is the villa that's said to be somewhere in that forest. Our fate, haha, it's the game name, guys, will be sealed the instant our negotiations fail and we end up fighting. We won't be able to call for help and it'll be difficult to run away. 1 second. Sorry, just checking something. We can't escape the forest unless we defeat the giant berserker.
じゃあそろそろ行きましょう。徹夜して場所に当たりはつけといたから、うまくすれば半日ぐらいで見つけられるはずよ。とりあえず国道までは車を使うからタクシー代用意しといて。
She starts walking with a big bag in her hand. Follow her with the usual Shinai bag in mind. But Ren, money for the cab is fine. Does that mean we'll be walking on the way back home? We rode the taxi for an hour from the town. We drove on the highway, past many mountains, and reached the entrance to the forest. Of course, the forest doesn't have any paved roads. Finally reached the entrance to the forest after walking about a kilometer from the highway. Jeez, that's rough. I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, but I get nervous once I actually face it. The forest is dark even though it's daytime. The tall branches block off the sunlight, and it's hard to see more than a few meters ahead, let alone to the end.
ちょっとシロ、悪いけど先に進んでみてくれない？
いいけど、あの子の居場所を知ってるのは遠坂なんだろ？俺が先に行っても仕方がないと思うが。
I complain as I enter the forest. Then
なんだ、ビリッときたぞ。
pull back on my foot. I only felt the shock for an instant. It's not that strong, so it'd hurt more if I hit my foot on the corner of a dresser. Well, in short, it's like static electricity.
やっぱり識別だけだろうけど、森全体に管理が行き届いてるみたいね。
ちょっと待て。それまずいんじゃないのか。要するに 防犯ベルに引っかかったってことだろ。なら
別に問題ないんじゃない？私たちは奇襲に来たわけじゃないもの。話し合いに来たんだから、むしろ今からアピールしておいた方が得でしょ。
一応気をつけろよ。ちょっとビリッとくるから。
分かってる分かってる。シローの見てたから。
If your hands touch to the forest, then. Oh my god, she jumps back with a funny scream.
うわ
Hear fire hissing. I want to believe it's my imagination that the leaves under her feet are scorched.
個人差がある警報みたいだな。俺には挨拶程度だったけど。
Calmly analyze the situation. Doesn't seem like Rin's listening to me.
やってくれるじゃないあのガキ。今笑ったの確かに聞こえたんだから。
She yells into the empty sky. She's so angry she might go fight instead of talk. Well, anyway. It seems talking bad about Rin is fatal, no matter how far away you are from her, so I guess I'll refrain from doing so. We walk in the forest. We're the only people in this vast place. I don't hear any beasts, and the grasses are dead like corpses. The endless rows of trees makes me think this forest goes on forever. Have you gotten any ending? Yeah, so we've already played through the first ending, the Fate, it's called the Fate ending, but it's basically Saber's route, so we've already completed it. This is the ultimate Bladeworks route, and we're going on the true route, so this is like Rin's route, basically. And we're nearing the end of it, so. After this is the Heavens route or something. And that one's complicated. I don't know who. I think that's like Sakura and Ilya's route, but I don't know exactly how it works. We're gonna see when we get to it, basically. It's been 3 hours since we entered Heavensfield. Yeah, that one. That's the next one. Just as our surroundings start to blur together.
見つけた。って聞いてはいたけど呆れたわ。本気でこんなところにあんなものを建てるなんて。
I follow her stare. Falling darkness ahead, between the trees. Something unbefitting of these surroundings, visible through a crack so small you'd miss it if you weren't careful. Hi, I'm in bed, but I love you. Hi, Mark, I love you too. I hope you're doing well. I prefer this route over Heavensfield. Oh, really? I mean, I like it so far. I've liked both routes so far. I have to sleep early. I graduate Saturday. Oh my god, Mark, that's amazing. I'm literally so proud of you. I know how hard it's been, but you finally made it. So congratulations. I hope you have a great graduation.
なんだあれ。壁か。
壁よ。まったくどうかしてるわ。あれ、自分たちの国から丸ごと持ってきたものよ。
Rin complains and heads to the strange object we can see in the distance. I still can't tell what it is, so I follow her. We get out of the forest. The endless forest quickly ends. Is he bothering you, man? No! He never bothers me. Merc never bothers me. Unless you're talking about me bothering Mark. In which case, I don't think I am. But you really never know. Yeah, I'd been sick so much. I'm glad I made it through. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, of course. I got sick too a little bit, but it wasn't quite as bad as the stuff you've been dealing with. But yeah, that's awesome, Mark. The sky carving above us is gray. A giant dome. If it were 2 domes, it'd look like titties. Anyways, it seems more like an underground kingdom than a clearing. Oh, just a casual English household. This is Ilya's dwelling. An old castle built within the forest. A solitary castle without any visitors, too big for one girl, not to mention too desolate for anyone to live alone in. You're dirty-minded? No, I'm just cracking jokes. I keep stream open in bed. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, Mark. And congrats once again. Anyway, it does no good to be standing there. According to Ren, Ilya knows we're here, that we should go in from the front entrance as a sign that we're not here to fight.
よし、行くぞ、遠坂。って遠坂？
Ren's looking up at the castle with an alarmed expression. Her face is tense as if she's confronting a new enemy.
遠坂、気になるもんでもあったのか？
私たち以外に誰かいる。
そりゃいるだろう。イリアってことバーサーカーの住処なんだから。
そうじゃなくて、それ以外の誰かってことよ。シロ、こっちから入るわよ。
ちょっとお前。
Don't tell me it's Shinji and Gilgamesh. I can't think of who else it could be. Sakura, maybe? I don't know why Sakura would be here, though. Ren starts running towards a big tree by the wall, and I don't have time to stop her. No, it's not all. She grabs onto a branch and skillfully climbs up. Was that your boyfriend? No, Merc. Merc is not my boyfriend. But I do love him. He's a great buddy of mine. She grabs onto a branch and skillfully climbs up. I don't have any partner, thank you. I'm Free Willy. I look up in astonishment. Okay, good. Ren looks around and she don't break the windows. I was close to sobbing, not subbing. Don't cry, Mr. Doge. She jumps and kicks like the castle, a shattering sound. The window breaks and the red figure disappears into the castle.
ほら早く。本気でおかしいわよ、この城。
もう話し合いをするんじゃなかったのかよ。
You can hear Shiro struggling to climb up the tree. That's so funny. What's done is done. I climb up the tree and jump into the second floor window like Ren. We enter the hallway. Yeah, I think Ilya's fighting someone right now. We gotta help her. Even before I'm almost certain Ilya's fighting Gilgamesh and Shinji right now. Even before I'm dazzled by the magnificence of the castle, I sense the abnormality Ren's talking about. I hear sounds of fighting, swords crashing against each other. But would such a storm-like battle even be possible? Even the most fierce battle of swords, the battle between Berserker and Saber, didn't create such sound. Well, that's because it's Gilgamesh. Imagine this whole time I've been misremembering his name and it's not even Gilgamesh. That would be really funny. Then I suddenly realized this isn't the sound of swords crashing. This is one against many. It's literally a war going on somewhere else in this castle. One side has to be Ilya. This is her castle. If there's a battle here, it could only be Berserker attacking the intruder. I run. Sounds coming from below us. Considering the location we came from, the battle's happening right in the center of the castle. In the guest hall. How do you know it's the guest hall? You've never been here before. I run through the unfamiliar castle. This isn't the time to be talking. I don't know what's going on, but something terrible is happening. I run down the stairs. The fierce battle is happening nearby.
閉めた。ここ、広間の吹き抜けに繋がってる。
Ren confirms what's on the hallway. The hallway splits at a T-junction. Both entrances leading to a terrace at either side of the hall.
ここで別れましょう。私はこっちから様子を見るから、シロはそっちからお願い。
I was thinking the same thing, Ren. It's better to split up. Through right now, we have no way to escape once we're found. No point in staying together right now. We don't stand a chance either way. We're separated, there's hope for the other one to escape, even when one of us is found. Ren walks down the hallway facing east. I now go down the other hallway, the one heading west.
シロ、
Suddenly called out to me.
分かってるわね。何が起きようと絶対に手は出さないで。今の私たちに戦う手段はない。いい？やばいと思ったらすぐに逃げるのよ。どちらかが捕まっても構わず走って。
She suppresses her emotions. Sounds more like a wish than a warning. Yeah, Ren doesn't want us to die. Holy moly, it's the wreck. I remember this place. Cause didn't Berserker and Archer fight? I don't remember. I go around and come out into the terrace. I see Ren emerge on the opposite side. Immediately takes cover, then peeks out. As soon as I follow her example and look down, we both gasp. I knew it! I'm a fucking genius! Although granted, what other characters are there left to be fighting right now? So I'm not that much of a genius. Oh my god, I hate him looking so fucking cocky. Someone take him out! Happily watching the scene. No, that's not the surprising thing. What I have to accept right now is the battle Shinji is observing. Fuck Shinji, period. Remember this background? Yeah. Black Giant lets out a roar. It's so interesting that they made Heracles to be like this. But I guess it makes sense. He's half man, half god. He's not gonna be like a normal person. The swinging axe sword blows up dust and grinds the rebel into powder. The mad warrior appears no different from before. Cringy. So true. So fucking true, you guys. No, his dreadful roar is louder now. Shit, G. Oh, you guys are on fire! God damn. The girl in white is behind the giant. Berserker's master Ilya. An ever-smiling girl and suited for murder, but that girl is now shivering and watching her servant with a face almost in tears. Her face is desperately trying to deny the despair in front of her. Someone help me. The girl's trembling lips mouth these words. Well, we know who he's fighting against. The storming whirlwind. Berserker's axe sword is repelled each time by the noble phantasm of one servant, the one reigning from the throne of Rebel in the center of the hall. Oh, he got a new outfit on! He's not in his all gold tux. I mean, this guy's kind of OP. It's not fair. How come he gets to have all these swords? My favorite song. He is hot. That's true. My favorite. I don't know much about his personality because we only really saw him fucking with Saber a little bit. But he is hot. That's a true fact. Many swords are released. Each one of the weapons appearing from behind the man would cause certain death. They attack. They are like gushing water. The infinite noble phantasms not only repel Berserker's axe sword but pierce his body. Oh, leave Berserker alone! Pieces are blown from his body. The sword cuts through his body, penetrates his skull, and pierces his heart. But he still doesn't die. Well, doesn't Berserker have like 9 lives or something? Giant regenerates each time he is killed, slowly but surely moving forward. 8 times already. He has been killed so many times, but Berserker still moves forward. I just called him Berserker. Berserker. My bad. The enemy greets him with a smile. The tragedy continues. Berserker is killed without even being able to go near the enemy.
Buck.
Not because Berserker is getting killed without being able to do anything. The man, the servant, is bound to leave. The infinite noble phantasms he sends out are each a true noble phantasm. The composers are projected Archer's swords. They are the originals of every noble phantasm, the first ones before they became a legend. Who could he be having an infinite supply of such weapons? But first of all, the Shinji only 7 servants. When he is the 8th one, somewhat Shinji says. Gilgamesh completely destroys him. Oh, he makes me sad. Can't breathe. Berserker defies description. His body of steel and his superhuman strength and his regenerative power to top it up. He's not someone who can match. Oh, this is making me think we might end up teaming up with Caster and Archer and the controlled saber to take down Gilgamesh. Because that might be our only chance. I don't know though. I don't know how it's gonna happen. But the 8th servant does not retreat from such an opponent, and overwhelms Berserker using demonic swords and the holy swords he releases. When I look up, I can see Ren's tail as well. It's only natural. Place below us is a land of death. We'll die instantly if we enter it. And more than that, he's a demon. He is hostile. He has a brutality different from Berserker. The man wishes for battles and to kill others. But with such an enemy in front of him, the Black Giant's still the strongest. He doesn't stop, even if he's pierced or slashed all over his body. He receives the reign of the noble Phantasm, regenerates each time, and closes in on his enemy. How many lives does he have? I can't remember. It's an advanced devoid of tactics. He's not thinking about countering the tags. It's a savage fight where he advances on his enemies as long as he still lives. Will not reach the enemy. His good courage will prove futile. He will end his life as a mere target. The enemy understands that, so he's standing there and provoking the force he's advancing down. Black Giant does not have a way to win, something the enemy and I even understand, and probably even Berserker knows that. The Giant keeps walking forward. He knows no retreat and does not avoid the attacks. Man greets the figure with a smile.
所詮はバーサーカー。戦うだけのものであったか。同じ半身として期待していたが、
A
気
fellow
思やそこ
demigod.
までアホとはな。
Gilgamesh is a demigod? Also, it's funny that they translated Berserker to dog shit. Like, he said Berserker. I heard it. Hold on. It won't let me see it, but it will soon. Noble phantasms emerge from trees. I gotta pee real bad. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Letting out a laugh, he readies the phantasms behind him.
では、そろそろ引導を渡してや
His
ろう。
arm is so long.
これ以上近
It
づかれ
goes
ては
down to
暑
his
苦しい。
knee. That is so funny. Why are his arms so long? Oh, anime proportions. I mean, do our arms normally go down to our knees? I mean, mine doesn't. Do I have short arms? At his signal, the numerous noble phantasms descend on the giant. The giant repels most of them, at the same time loses most of his life. Black Giant shakes. His body of a rock starts to fall, but he stands his ground, shakes the phantasms from his body. The exclamation of surprise comes from the strange servant. The Black Giant destroys the swarm of phantasms and moves towards his enemy. His body is dying already. With a hopeless fatal wound, he still advances. It's the result of a strong will. It's not madness resulting from being berserker. Giant faces this hopeless fight with an iron will.
でかいだけの的が未だ形をとどめるか。
Magic bullets are fired mercilessly. Killing it with his sword, the giant corners the man with his body slashed and his limbs pierced. He won't reach the man, but he still challenges him because there's something he can't give up. So what is he moving forward for? Servants fight for the master, to protect the master's life. That is why the giant does not retreat. He only moves forward as a shield to protect the frightened master behind him. Aww. What a sweetie pie. He continues his bullish advancement because he knows that he needs to take all the attacks in order to beat the servant without having his master killed. When he reaches his enemy, it's when he wins. From the beginning, that's been this battle's nature. The man has to kill the giant before he reaches him. The giant has to approach the man before his life ends. The battle were won to accomplish their goals, the one to win. The giant's aware that, even if it's a battle with no hope of victory from the start. He roars, coming out of his 10th death, his body explodes forward. Well, clearly it wasn't 9 deaths. He charges into the man like a bull challenging a matador.
Get old!
Numerous arrows are released. This is it his last charge, or he just get used to the attacks. Giant repels the arrows. He approaches the end of the phantasm. Swings his axe sword. Weapon has not yet been raised against the man and rips through the air.
天の鎖よ
Black Bull is captured by numerous appearing chains. Oh, the chains are Rider's phantasm. What kind of phantasm is it? A chain that appeared out of nowhere confines berserkers as if binding space itself. Man, that makes me so sad. The chain twists berserkers' arms and bends them in a direction they should not go. They tighten mercilessly, trying to tear off the rock-like head.
これでも死なぬか。かつて天の王子すら束縛した鎖だが、お前を仕留めるには至らぬらしい。
The bull of heaven. The man's voice. Halls filled with creaking sounds of the chain. It must be Berserker's power. Giant tries to break the chain that binds even space itself. Even if it's impossible, I'm sure the giant will be able to manage it. The man acknowledges that it will, as well.
やだ戻ってバーサーカー
Elia screams. She commands Berserkers to retreat using her command spell. The giant's still bound by the chains, unable to move an inch.
なんで私の中に帰れって言ったのにどうして
無駄だ人形。この鎖につながれた者はたとえ神であろうと逃れることはできん。いいな。神性が高ければ高いほど餌食となる。
And so, the man points to the giant as if to denote the end. Astonished girl's voice. No. No. It's over. It really ends. That makes me so sad. I don't want that to happen. Ilia and Berserker are buddies. Aww. Man, this game just toys with my emotions all the time. Bound by chains, he receives 22 noble phantasms on his defenseless body. The black giant falls silent after becoming a grotesque object. I don't even need to check if he's alive or not. Even if he's a great hero that overcame 10 deaths, he shouldn't be able to get up after receiving 20. Yeah. Even if he's alive, he should not even have the power to breathe. And the battle ends. It was known from the start who was gonna win. Berserker can't beat that servant. No servants can't beat that man as long as they're spirits. All spirits have things they are weak to when they were alive. Those are their greatest weak points. Then what if there was a hero who possessed all the noble phantasms? Even the ones that killed each hero. This is the result. Even if he may have been stronger, he can't beat that man.
やだよバーサーカー
Girl in white runs to the giant's corpse, seeing it. No, what the fuck? What the fuck? Elliot's dead! No! Don't like this at all. This is bullshit. I lost 2 people. This isn't fair. Why couldn't Archer die instead? Or Shinji. This isn't fair. This is not fair. A man mercilessly slashes the girl with the sword in his hand. Oh my god. A man slashes her eyes in one blow? Why would you? That's so mean. And he pierces her heart, but it misses. No, he made it miss. The girl's pierced in her lung and coughs up blood. This scene. The chains are broken. Oh no! This is stop. Stop! It's gonna make me so sad because they both just want to protect each other, and he's just gonna keep hurting them in front of each other. I don't want to watch this. This isn't fun. This isn't fair. I don't like it. I don't want to. No. Shiro, can you do something already? Go kill yourself so they can get away, please. Shattering his binds, the black giant charges at the man. He pierces the slow-moving target. A lance to pierce the heart. He impales the giant with a lance very similar to Gaebald. That's it. The black giant dies for sure this time. Swords pulled out from the girl. Leaving traces of red, the girl crawls to the unmoving giant. Watching in delight, the man walks forward. He throws down his sword. He'll use his bare hands to finish off the dying girl. I'll die. I'll probably die. Finally, Shiro, you're doing something. I'll surely die this time. There's no logic behind that servant. He'll kill anyone that hinders him. I'll surely be killed if I don't get away from here before he finds me. And I... Wait, it said something updated, right? Oh, a new archer. With his suit. Yeah, I remember that suit. Gate of Babylon. The more... wait. Connect space and allows the user to freely take any tool from the treasure room. It will become stronger the more wealth the person has. That's interesting. But we know his master is Shinji. Oh, how is he chaotic good? Wait a minute. He's chaotic good, chaotic insane, neutral evil, chaotic good, neutral, lawful good. Oh, I forgot. Well, we're gonna stop him. Don't touch my Ilian Berserker, obviously. My frozen body bursts. My feet lift me up and my arms grab the railing at the same time. I see Rin as I do so. She's biting her lips in anger while watching the tragedy below us. I know. Rin wants to stop him as well, but we'll be the ones to be killed if we do so. She can't stop him. Same goes for me as well. I know it's stupid of me to die trying to save a dying girl. I don't care about that. I just can't leave her be. That's all that fills my mind. I jump down over the railing. Rin and Shinji both look in surprise at the intruder, but the man does not even look at me. The man reaches for the girl's body. I yell. I stop him with all my might.
Oh.
This is a crazy man. The man stops his arm, and he slowly turns to me like death that found its new prey. Oh man. An interlude. Going back over a month, he was summoned into this world before anyone. He was not summoned in this country, a faraway foreign land. The land is always covered in white, the sky is always gray, and the castle is built within a hidden mountain. It's always winter in that land, coldness and stagnation, barrenness and longing, as they cut all ties with the present world and await the reproduction of the miracle. They are like living corpses. The cold winter air steals their human warmth, and the stagnant world does not allow them a new lifestyle. The family is the seeker of the Holy Grail. Spring does not come for the Eisenburn family, until their wish is fulfilled. It's been 10 centuries since they started the search for the Holy Grail. If they use every possible method to attain their goal, they are eventually able to forge the Holy Grail. But even then, all they can build is the vessel. The divine mystery that should dwell in there is empty, and they keep building vessels that will never be filled. But a foreseeable end comes to them. They perform a ritual to fill the vessel with help from outsiders. The result is both a success and a failure. The Holy Grail is made. It should be filled with that method, but they make enemies at the same time. Even though they should be the owners of the Holy Grail, they've been degraded down to common magi that donate help. Their tenacity is abnormal. No, they have been obsessed since that time 1,000 years ago, when they almost obtained it. They broke the rules and constantly pulled out the strongest card. In the first one, they did not have the time to do such a thing. In the second one, they finally found a loophole in the rules. In the third one, they summoned what they shouldn't have. In the fourth one, they were sure of their victory, having the strongest card in its master. The result was a total failure. Servant and the master they selected betrayed them. The man destroyed the Holy Grail, leaving behind his wife and daughter in the Winter Castle. Hold up. So Ilya's family selected Shiro's dad to win the Holy Grail with Saber, right? And then he destroys it, even though he had a wife and a daughter. Wait a minute. Wait. His wife and daughter. Is that not Ilya? Is Shiro and Ilya adopted brother and sister? Is Kiritsugu Ilya's real father? Hold the fuck on. That's fucking crazy, if that's what's going on. They were infuriated with the man's betrayal and they lamented their mistake. No wonder Ilya's obsessed with Shiro. He was raised by her father. Outsiders cannot be trusted. Their family with their perfect magic circuits will be the only... But it says outsiders. So Kiritsugu was an outsider. So he wasn't a part of the family? But he left his wife and daughter? Is Ilya not part of the... I'm confused. Maybe it's not Ilya? They had insurance to begin with, and on the 5th one, they finally prepared the strongest master and servant. It was him. 2 months before the Holy Grail War began, every rule was broken for him, Berserker, to be summoned. The days that followed were only to hurt the master. The command spell engraved all over the girl was used to control a Berserker. It did no good as a magic circuit and only drained her life away. Even the slightest move on Berserker's part caused the girl to scream in pain. It was only natural. The Holy Grail would appear in 2 months. The only things keeping him in this world were the girl's magical energy and her command spell. Berserker was not created from the magical energy of the Holy Grail. Even if the girl may have been special, To keep Berserker in this world using her own energy was like having her life taken away. Knowing that, they still didn't allow her to rest. They abandoned them in the winter forest filled with hungry beasts. Well, no wonder Elia and Berserker are so close. Neither of them wanted this. They're being forced to do this together. Neither of them want to hurt the other one. They gave them over to possessed corpses. They threw them in a waste yard full of failures. The only way for the girl to survive was to rely on the giant she had been given. She survived a training that was more like torture. She would let the giant attack the oncoming enemies. She would let out screams of anguish, but she allowed him to attack every one of her enemies. He does not know himself when the process became a special one for him. In contrast to her young appearance, she hated whining. Everything that came out of her mouth was an insult. She must have instinctively known that if she was going to murmur something, she would get stronger when she would insult and hate someone. The girl scorned Berserker for being ugly and cursed his existence. It's only natural. The girl would not have had to suffer had he not existed. She would not have been thrown in hell if she had not been chosen as a master. What did I miss? I don't know when you left, but right now we're seeing how Ilya and Berserker started their relationship. We also found clues and hints about Ilya's family, how they've been trying to get the Holy Grail for years, and how apparently last war they were responsible for giving Kiritsugu the saber and stuff, and like set them up, but then he betrayed them and, you know, smashed the Holy Grail. But it said that he left his wife and daughter behind in the winter place, and I'm wondering if that's Ilya, if Ilya's real dad is Kiritsugu, but I don't really know for sure, because they also said never let outsiders in, so maybe he wasn't Ilya's father because he's an outsider, so I don't know. It's a lot of information. The pain had lessened by the time she mastered Berserker's control, which was when the Holy Grail showed signs of its appearance. The girl took away the giant's sanity as if in revenge, treating him as a mad warrior. But he already knew that this was the girl's desperate opposition. The girl did so to hide her weakness. She walked with pride as if saying she could live alone, and that she did not need any friends or collaborators. It was a bluff to ignore the fact that she was fated to have nothing.
バーサーカーは強いね。
Oh, what a cute scene. Damn. I want to take a picture. Hold on. The winter forest. The girl timidly touched the arm covered in blood. Surrounded by hungry beasts, the girl was prepared for her death, but desperately denied it. At that time, he was not able to move without an order from his master, and he was the first to be attacked by the beasts. The beasts bit off pieces of his head, neck, and limbs. At the scene in front of her, the girl screamed. As he had his sanity taken away, he can't recall what she said back then. But the girl yelled not for her sake, but for his. Even though her body was destroyed whenever he swung his arm, she endured it for his sake. That's why they were both covered in blood. The giant was covered by the beast's blood, and the girl was covered in her own blood. He remembers the winter forest, the weight of the girl that rested on him, crying tears of anguish, and he realized, in that small cold castle, he was the only one she talked to. Her figure appears in his vision. It's just like that time, the tears he didn't see on her since she became a complete master. The girl's running to him in tears, and the man slashes her. The golden foe gashes her eyes with a single slash, taking away her light forever. Face is covered in red. She still runs in spite of that, but falls over a piece of rubble as her eyes are cut. Slender body falls over. There, enemy's sword is brought down. Sword misses her heart. Girl's coughing up blood as her lungs must have been pierced. It's not instant death, but it's fatal. With her eyes slashed and her lung pierced, and her servant eliminated, she has nothing now. So she should at least die peacefully. It might be a salvation if she'd just go to sleep right there. But
あれ痛い痛いよまさか
the girl crawls, leaving traces of blood. Crying in pain, she crawls towards the black giant. How much power was left in him? Breaking the chains with all his might, he charges at the man. Demonic lance is thrust. His heart-piercing lance impales the giant. That ends it. The man pulls out the lance as if nothing's happened, and the remaining power in the giant completely disappears. His body disappears. All the power that was given his body form had disappeared. So all that's left is for him to disappear. As he ran out of magic energy, there's no way for him to stay in this world. He falls, but in his last living moment, he sees the girl fumbling around for him. Power returns to his falling body, a law of magic that constructed him. The regulation of the world that hates inconsistencies, the body that's crumbling away like sand,
バーサーカーは強いね
pushes aside all powers trying to eliminate him, using his own power of will. He can't disappear yet. He probably is the only one she relied on. He has to answer the solitary girl that believed in him, although she insulted him.
どこわかんない真っ暗で何もわかんないよバーサーカー
Their eyes slash, the girl crawls with her hands stretched out. She must want to feel him, as she can't see him now. The blood-stained hands grope through empty space, trying to verify his presence. There's no power left in him. There's nothing he can do. He will fall and die here. His body has died and there's no power left to support him.
だから私は安心だよどんなやつにだってバーサーカーさえいれば負けないもの
But that can't be allowed. His mind is dead. Burning his body with his will that should no longer exist, he parts from this world. His body is still standing, just as it was when he was invincible. As if to say his body has to be invincible until the very last second for the girl that depended on him. And the girl reaches him. The hand that was grasping through the empty space finally touches something. Coughing up blood, she crawls to the hard figure. She can't see, but she can still feel him. He hasn't lost yet. She can't see anymore, but Berserker's still strong like always.
よかったずっとそこにいてねバーサーカー
Strength fades from her body. She's hurt and scared, but it's alright as long as he's here. He always protected her. He was scary, but he was really kind. His big body was like that of a dad, and she wanted for him to pick her up once. Oh,
暗くても怖くないよバーサーカーは強いんだもんこうしていてくれれば私は安心できるから
she rests her body on him. Feels as though he'll rest one of his big solid hands on her head. It's probably true. She'll be patting her head when she opens her eyes.
ちょっと寒いね
Her body's cold. Calling the forest from that time, the girl smiles. Happened so long ago. Calling the giant that protected her even when injured, the girl peacefully falls asleep. The man reaches out for the girl that went to sleep.
やめろ
I yell. I don't consider the personal danger, nor it could happen to me.
ほう
The man stops. This fucking asshole. Behind him stands Shitchi, surprised at the sudden intruder. Man smiles ominously. Shaking throat speaks up before I can think, but no way that man will stop. I couldn't even tell him to stop. The man pulls something out of the girl with a smile. A red dripping object that looks like a fruit. The thing in the man's hand is the girl's heart. My mind burns down. Fear of being killed mixes with my desire to kill him.
観客がいたか。俺の勇姿を見たいという気持ち。
The girl's heart in his right hand.
身の程をわきまえろ。王に命じるとは何事か。雑種
He shoots off one of his phantasms at me. Terrace falls. The man's phantasm destroys the wall of the castle. I don't move at all. I don't care about the rubble falling down. I don't have time to run. I have no intention of running. I don't care if a big piece of debris scratches against my back. Can't think of looking away from that guy now.
ほう。何かと思えば、セイバーのマスターとはな。
His red eyes react to my enmity. I'm going crazy. I'll die the next instant. There's no way I'm not afraid of that. But my body refuses to run away and keeps screaming to defeat the enemy. The girl's corpse keeps ordering me not to forgive that man. It's only natural for me to go crazy. My mind turns with conflicting impulses towards the life and death.
戦う意志はあるようだが、話にならん。肝心のセイバーがいないのでは、貴様などに価値はない。
A sword appears in his left hand. The sword is mercilessly raised and should come down to kill Shiro. 1 second. Okay. Keep glaring at him. I can't even think about showing my back to him.
ちょっと待てよ。そいつさ、僕の知り合いなんだよね。
The man's sword stops. Shinji, who is watching from the other side of the wall, walks to the center of the hall.
よう。久しぶりだな、エミヤ。こんなところで会うとは思わなかったんでね。少しばかり驚いたよ。
The man doesn't move. There's about 10 meters between us. Would I be able to get near him? Even Berserker could not close the distance.
なんだ。ブルって声も出ないのか？まあ、気持ちはわからないでもないよ。僕もライダーの時はそうだった。ああ、そうだったそうだった。いや、あの時は見逃してもらって助かったよ、エミヤ。
There's nothing I can use as a weapon, but I don't care. My head's clear right now. I don't feel any uneasiness about projecting his swords right now.
おい、僕がこっちを見ろって言ってるんだ。
Slightly shift my gaze in his direction. I look at Shinji while keeping the man in my view.
そうだよ。分かってるじゃんか。今ここで一番誰が偉いのかってことがさ。
I gasped. Not because of what he said. It's unexpected that he's saying so from the bottom of his heart.
そういうことだ。なら分かってるよな、エミヤ。お前、このままじゃ確実に死ぬよ。
How out of place. Why say something that's so obvious?
紹介が遅れたが、そいつは僕の新しいサーバントでね。ライダーなんかよりすごいだろ。
Shinji puts his hand on the man's shoulder. Oh, Gilgamesh ain't going like that. And with a delighted face.
命乞いしろよ、エミヤ。少しは考えてやってもいいぜ。
He says something unimaginable.
断る。
You don't hesitate. Answer right away without showing any signs of even considering it.
そうかよ。それじゃあ死んじゃえよ。
Shinji jumps back. The man, still with a cold expression, finally brings his sword down.
そこまでよ。そこのサーバント。指一本でも動かせばマスターの命は保証しないわ。
And the man stops his sword once again. Oh, my queen. Has Gilgamesh talked about Saber yet? In the first route, yeah, but not. Well, he mentioned that Shiro was Saber's master, and that he doesn't have Saber anymore, but he hasn't said anything else about Saber in this route. Everyone down the hall returns his attention to the girl on the terrace. Ren's hand is aimed at Shinji. Even though Shinji's not a magus, he should know what that means. Ren's serious. If the man brings down his sword, he'll kill Shinji in retaliation. Or she will kill Shinji in retaliation.
遠坂お前までなんでここに
She doesn't answer, but just keeps her aim on Shinji.
なんだよお前本気で僕を撃とうってのかこの人殺し
Dude, you just killed Ilya.
殺したのはそっちが先でしょう。もっともどうであれこっちの気は変わらないわ。シンジ、殺す権利と殺される権利は同じよ。
He retreats weakly, being stared down by her. And the man just watches in delight. He looks at Rin. Then, I think there is a strange shaking for an instant.
なるほど。俺の打倒はできぬと悟り、マスターを狙ったか。交渉を持ちかけたのは、マスターを殺したところで、俺が止まらぬと判断したからだな。
そうよ。シンジが死んだくらいじゃ、あんたは止まりそうにない。けど、この状況なら考えてもいいでしょ。今ならシンジを救えるもの。あんただってサーバントなら、マスターを失うのは痛手のはずよ。
なるほどなるほど。なかなかの起点だ。そこの雑種を助けたいのならば、その交渉しかありえまい。
His sword disappears. He turns his back to me as if he's lost interest.
お前何のつもりだ
いや、状況が変わったぞシンジ。彼女ならば器としては文句なしだ。
He stops breathing. His face is filled with irritation and suddenly turns into a dirty smile.
そうかいや嬉しいよ遠坂
そう。一応私もほっとしたわ。あんたみたいなのでも付き合いは長いからね。どこかで死なれてたら気落ちするわ。
Laughing, Shinji claps his hands. It's so strange. He shows no fear, even though Rin can end his life. Seems an overwhelming joy is numbing his emotions.
まあいいそれよりどうだ遠坂エミヤなんてほっといてさ僕たちと手を組まないか
僕たち？
そうだよ君もキャスターが力を蓄えているのは知ってるだろ竜道寺は今回の祭壇なんだそこに陣取られて魔力を蓄えられてるとね少しばかり不利になる
Shinji says this with both his hands raised. It's an obvious fact. I have to add, it seems Shinji doesn't know Capster obtained Saber and Archer.
なわかるだろ一人でやっても勝ち目は薄いんだバーサーカーのマスターは倒したけどこれだけじゃ足りない遠坂君がいればキャスターたちにも負けないものが作れるよ
What do you mean, make one? Shinji invites her with confidence. To that,
お断りよシンジ。あんたが誰とつながっているかは知らない。けどね、私から見てもいいように使われているだけのやつについていく道理はないわ。
Rin refuses him without twitching her brow.
なんだって
わからない？ 腐れ縁から忠告するけど、もうちょっと周りを観察する知力を養いなさい。麻藤真司をマスターだと思っているのはあんた一人だけよ。あんたには魔術師としての才能がないって、いい加減気がついたら。
His face stiffens up. The harsh words must have caused him to forget that his life was in her hands.
やれギルガメッシュ。エミヤも遠坂も。
Shinji orders his servant.
なんだよ。やれって言ってるだろ。お前なら僕がやられる前にやるなんて簡単じゃないか。
いや、残念だが時間切れだ。これ以上放置すれば腐ってしまう。
The man shows Shinji is walking up to him in anger, what's right in his right hand, a red piece of meat. With a still throbbing heart, he ripped out of the girl. Shinji grits his teeth in vexation.
そう。後悔するなよ遠坂。もう仲間にしてやらないからな。
Shinji runs towards the gate. The other one stays, after watching his master's disgraceful behavior.
だそうだ。良い友人を持ったな。
With those delighted words, he leaves the room filled with rubble. And we walk to her, the center of the hall, the sunlight coming in from the ceiling. The girl is sleeping amongst the rubble. Her eyes will never open again. Looking closely, the girl's not white at all. She has red all over her, and she looks nothing like she did before.
シローのせいじゃないわ。分かってるでしょ。私たちじゃこの子を助けることなんてできなかった。
I know. I've been taught that there are people I can save and people I can't. I know I'll put my own life in danger if I try to do something beyond my capabilities, but still, I still wanted to save her. I don't want a child dying in front of me. I don't want anyone dying in front of me. It's more painful and scary than anything else to not be able to save someone asking for help. There's no way I can apologize, and I don't know her well enough to apologize to her. This girl's unrelated to Shira. Well, I don't know about that. I know that without having to be told, so why? Why are these eyes crying?
どうして？
遠坂。
どうしてよ。あいつの前に出れば殺されるって分かっていたでしょ。なのにどうしてイリアスフィールを助けようとしたの？結果はどうあれ、イリアスフィールは敵だった。なのにどうしてこの子の死にそこまでしてやれるのよ。
It's an inquiry. Her eyes are serious.
どうしても何もない。助けたいと思ったから止めただけだ。
There's no other way to explain it. After glaring at me.
そう。前から異常だと思ってたけど、今ので確信したわ。シロ、あなたの生き方はひどくいびつよ。
Tries to open a lid I've kept closed for so long.
いびつだった。
そうよ。自分より他人のが大切なんて生き方は間違ってる。いい？他人を助けるのは自分が愛されたいからだなんて一般論を口にしてるんじゃないわ。そんな偽善とは別のところで人間は自分を一番にしなくちゃいけないの。そりゃ他人が一番のやつだっている。けどそもそも自分っていうのは計りにかけられない別格なのよ。言うなれば計りそのものでしょ。なのにあんたはその計りを壊してどうでもいい他人を助けようとする。ええ、それでも構わない。あんたが自分のないただ生きてるだけの人間ならそれもいい。けどシロは自分があるじゃない。そんな確固たる自意識があるくせに自分をないがしろにするなんてできないのよ。そんなことを続けてたらいつか必ず壊れるから。
No way. Can't break down. Doing this so I won't break down. Trying to save people that I couldn't save so I can hold my head high.
いいえ、もう十分に壊れてるわ、あなた。だから言ってよ。10年前に何があったかは知らない。けど、あんたがおかしくなってるのは それが原因なんでしょうから。
Ren looks like she's crying. Why does she have to make a face like that? It's as if she knows I'll live a thankless life, so she's trying to stop me.
学校の時もそうだった。あなたはあれだけの死体を見てとんでもなく冷静だった。
We need your thoughts on
私
the
でさえ死
Drake
体
and
と勘違い
Kendrick
したっていうの
situation.
に、一別しただけでみんなが生きてるって読み取っていた。
Didn't you already ask me about that, or was that someone else? Someone asked me about that the other day. I mean, I just think Drake is corny, and he also is a little sus. So I think it's funny that Kendrick was literally like, "I hate everything about you."
それがずっと変だって引っかかってた。
A minor, exactly.
魔術師としてろくな教育を受けていないくせに、殺し屋になってもすぐに自分を落ち着かせていた。死体を前にして憤ることはあっても、死体そのものに嫌悪を抱いてはいなかった。それはきっとあなたにとって人の死は見慣れたものだったからよ。
I got used to seeing them. Well, it's true that wasn't my first time seeing a corpse. Students at school, Ryder got her neck twisted off, and even the girl sleeping in front of me now think they've died a natural death compared to that time. But she's wrong. The fire 10 years ago saved me. That can't be the main reason why Ren's criticizing me now.
違う、遠坂。そんなことはない。俺はただ助けられただけだ。
助けられた？あなた10年前の火事の時に助けられたのね。それがエミヤ桐次だったの。
ああ、そうだ。ただそれだけだ。あれは原因なんかじゃない。
My heart aches when I answer. My body's telling me that it's a lie.
じゃあ他には何かなかった？ずっと後悔しているようなこととか、助けられる代償にエミヤ桐次に取られたものとかなかったの？
そんなのあるもんか。桐次は俺を助けてくれただけだ。それに取られるも何も。
I had nothing to give. I saw many corpses. I died at that time I was reborn. I don't have any regrets. My eyes lost hatred there. My hands lost anger there. My legs lost hope there. My self lost itself there. So why? Why do I have this self-consciousness that Rin speaks of? I've accepted death. I knew I was gonna die. Even if my body was saved in the situation, there's no way my mind could have been saved as well. The time, it was empty, and I just admired something sacred.
ああ、そうだった。
I remember now. I didn't even put it in my memory. So I didn't realize until now that's what really saved me.
シロ、やっぱり何か契約でもさせられたの？
違う。取られたものなんて何もない。
A world like hell, in the place where everyone but me died, I was saved. Nobody saved me, and I wasn't able to save anybody. At the end, he granted me something I thought was a miracle.
覚えてる。俺を覗き込む目とか、助かってくれと懇願する声を、その淵で思ったんだ。自分が助かったことじゃなくて、助けてくれる奴がいることは、なんて。
So wonderful, and such a miraculous thing. That's why I admired it. I had nothing, and there was nothing remaining in me. I admired the first thing that came into my sight.
だから。
It's the only thing I had. The only emotion I felt after I was saved. I was happy. I cried. That's all I could think about. So that's the emotion I could create.
ああ。きっと、遠坂は正しい。
It's distorted for me to put priority on others before me. Something seriously wrong with the procedure.
けど、救われたのは俺だけだった。その時に思ったんだ。この次があるのなら、助けられなかった人の代わりに、全ての人を助けなくちゃいけないんだって。
Titi.
それがおかしいって言ってるのよ。いい？助かったんならまず自分を大事にしろっていうの。死んじゃった人たちには悪いけど、あんただけが助かったっていうのはただの偶然よ。ならその幸運をかみしめなさい。それだけひどい目にあったんだから、あとは楽しくやんなきゃ嘘でしょ。
Ren's seriously angry. Yeah, that makes me happy. I finally realize now. Because Ren's that kind of person. The question I've been wondering about all by myself. I wanted to be a superhero, and I always tried to help others. I knew there was something wrong with that method, but I didn't understand what. But it's so clear now. Because of this person that's seriously angry for my sake.
何よ、これだけ言ってもまだわからないわけ？頭くるわね。そんなにわからずやだって言うなら、あんたとのコンビも。
いや、分かってる。言っただろ、遠坂は正しいって。
Yeah.
なら
けどやっぱり忠告は聞けない。確かに俺は何か間違えている。けどいいんだ。だって誰かのためになりたいっていう思いが間違いなはずがないんだからな。
So, I answered with as much gratitude as I could possibly put in.
まったく、そんな顔されたら何も言えないじゃない。
Maybe it got awkward as she turns and walks away, and then...
まあ仕方ないか。こうなったらもう私が何とかしてあげるわよ。
She sighs as she says this. The sun is setting. We return to the hall when the sky turns red. Corpse of the girl is not on the mound or a rubble. We just buried her in the courtyard. I don't know if it's normal for servants, but the black giant turned into sand. But we put the sand in the same coffin as the girl.
さて、これからどうするかだけど、考えはある？
考え中だ。事態がまた悪い方に転んだからな。
そうね。最大の敵だったイリアスフィールとバーサーカーはいなくなったけど、サーバントは7人しか呼ばれないはずなのに、あいつで8人目でしょ。どう見ても既存のサーバントじゃなかったけど、シンジのやつ、どこ？
An eighth servant, huh? I don't think we can treat that man as a servant. He's a heroic spirit that dominates all others. He has a seemingly infinite supply of noble phantasms, and he's a devil without any human emotion. Okay, hold on, sorry, one sec. Okay.
ギルガメッシュ。それって古代メソポタミア神話に出てくる英雄だよな。
ええ、半神半人の英雄。ウルクの王、不老不死の探求者。この世の全てを治めたとされる暴君だけど、まさかあんなイカれたやつだったとは思わなかったわ。バーサーカーを子供投げに倒したことといい、あいつ本気になったセーバーより強いかもしれないわね。
Ren doesn't sound as sharp. Titi, what are you doing? Titi girl! Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Sorry. It doesn't seem like it's because there's a new enemy.
どうしたんだよ、遠坂。奥歯に物が挟まったような言い方だけど。
ちょっとね。あいつ確かに強かった。あれだけの数の宝具を持ってるんだから、その力は一級品でしょ。けど実質はどうなのかなって。私あいつとバーサーカーにそう実力差はないと感じてたんだけど。
Titi. She ponders. Huh? Could it be that Ren doesn't know about his powers?
いや、あいつ自身はセイバーやバーサーカーと同じか、きっとそれ以下だ。そもそも英霊の強さは召喚された土地での知名度によるんだろ。ならギルガメッシュなんて英雄、こっちじゃ知ってるやつはそうはいないぞ。
それはそうだけど、 知名度による実力の変動だってそう大きいものじゃないわ。私にはどうもあの金ピカは反則めいて見えたんだけど。
Ren calls him by a strange name. Well, with that
いや
aside,
だから反則だって。あいつの持ってた宝具はみんな本物だ。ギルガメッシュは一番古い神話の英雄で、あらゆる贅沢を尽くした王様だったんだろ。
じゃあ何？あいつが出してた宝具は宝具じゃなくてただの武器ってこと？
だろうな。あいつの宝具自身はきっと蔵なんだ。生前にあいつが集めた財宝を収納した蔵こそがあいつの宝具なんだと思う。
そっか。ならバーサーカーが叶わないのも当然よね。英霊たちにはそれぞれ弱点がある。全ての宝具の原型を持つんなら相手の弱点となるものを持ち出せばいいだけの話だもの。
are you gay? Because my wise mentor, Andrew Tate, said that if I'm going to brush my teeth, I need to invite a gay person. What? That is so weird. Like, I know Andrew Tate says a lot of weird shit, but why would you need to invite a gay person to brush your teeth? I mean, I'm bi, so I'm like half gay, but... well, bi/pan, whatever you want. I don't know, there's a bunch of discourse in the gay community about if bi's a better term than pan or whatever. I like all genders, is the point. Anyways, that's right. There's a chance of victory. It's that he's not a master of these weapons. He's not a wielder that mastered his weapons to the limit, so I think there's still a way to beat him. I'm shitposting? Oh, okay. But with all that aside...
まあトサカ、本当に関係ないんだけど、なんで金ピカなんだよ、あいつ。
Whenever I think about Andrew Tate, I think about the dude that smelled his chair when he stood up from it. Oh yeah, Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross is someone who's really homophobic and transphobic, but then still gay baits for content. So he literally only did that so people could talk about it. I just find him pretty pathetic. Andrew Tate is actually funny. I mean, he might be funny, but it's the same thing as Donald Trump. Where, yeah, they could say a bunch of funny stuff, but it's still harmful in the long run. I mean, he literally trafficked women. And I don't think Andrew Tate believes what he says. I mean, he might not believe what he says, but he's still spreading that rhetoric to people who do believe in it, so... I still don't think he's a good person.
ああ、いや、それはその髪が金色だったからとか。
何言ってんだ。
This is such a cute
それなら
sprite.
セイバーも金ピカなんて呼んでたはずだ。金ピカ、すごいぞ。実に意味ありげじゃんか。ここまで来て隠すなよ。トサカ、なんか気づいたんだろ。
ちょっと違うってば。私のは白みたいに真面目な話じゃないから。
嘘つけ。根拠もなしで金ピカなんて呼ぶもんか。ほら、白状しろよ、トサカ。今は一つでも情報が欲しいんだから。
ああ、うん。
Oh, I just dropped something. Fuck. I stare at Ren. After a few seconds, Tosaka more like what? Toe sucker? That's crazy. That's fucking stupid. After a few seconds, she sighs as if she's given up.
だからそれはあいつ高価そうなのいっぱい持ってたでしょ。だから金ピカ。あの金ピカすっごい贅沢してそうじゃない。
Ren scratches her cheek while looking away. How scary. Seems anyone who's rich is called Goldie by Ren. What's more scary is that Ren figured out the servant's true nature just because he seemed rich.
ともあれ、厄介なやつが出てきたものね。8人目のサーバントって時点で破綻してるのに、そいつ自身がジョーカーなんだもの。問い詰めようにも監督役の綺麗は行方知れずだし。
Well, he's dead.
まあ今はキャスターの方が大事だから後回しにするしかないんだけど。
Well, probably dead. I mean, we think he's dead, but I keep forgetting. Rin said it herself earlier. Castor never checked the body. So who knows what Kotomine's doing right now, for God's sake. Hopefully he's just dead. That's right, Castor's the one obtaining more power as we speak. Saber shouldn't be able to oppose Castor's control much longer. Now, in the worst case, she could already be under her control.
そうだな。イリアスフィールの協力は得られなかったけど、だからといって放っておくわけにはいかない。
そうね。何のアイディアもないけど、やるしかないか。
She sighs and sits on the rubble.
まさかお城で作戦会議することになるなんてな。
Follow her lead and sit down. Well, we'll have a bed to sleep in here. If we're lucky, we might even find some magic item of Ilya's. Now we let our guard
やめと
down.
けやめとけ。お前たち二人だけで裏をかく？そんなの通用するわけねえだろ。間抜け。
A stunned voice comes from the front entrance. We jump up and turn to face the speaker.
いつぞやの夜以来だな、お二
Oh
人さ
my
ん。
god, this
お
guy's
互
still
いし
alive?
ぶとく生き残っているようで何よりだ。
So, I guess Kotomine isn't dead. We were just talking about this. I do actually have to pause though. It seems like this scene's gonna keep going for a minute, which is fine. I want to keep playing, but I do have a prior commitment I have to get to. But it was really fun. A lot of shit happened, as it always does. I'm sad. This goes for a long time, if I recall. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna pause here. Right when the Lancer arrives, Mr. Chu Chillin. See you later. Yeah, thank you guys for being here and watching. I hope you enjoyed. I had a really fun time talking to you guys and playing, so thanks for being here. And I'll be back tomorrow night, like I said, still doing the weeks of streaming thing, so I will be back again tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night or day. Bye bye!